Michael, hurling manager of the year for the fourth time. Was it a big surprise for you?
It was, yeah. Look, I mean, I didn't think I would get it this year. There's a lot of, Paul Cunningham and Ryan Lynch had both done great jobs with their clubs, Cravery and Banagher, and I didn't expect to win that tonight. But look, I'm delighted to win it. With all these individual awards, it's all about the people you have around you, and certainly as a manager, I pick that award up as an individual award, but I pick it up on behalf of everybody, and it's involved with Slaughtneil Hurling management team. There's 6 men that work with me, and I do want to mention them. I want to mention Nander and Noel, Tom, Ricky, Barney and Bernard. Them 6 men do as much work as me. I'm probably just the lad outside at the front of it. So I'm delighted to have won it, but I'm delighted to have won it on behalf of every one of them.
And I suppose when you look back over the past 8 to 10 years, and there was a time when Derry teams couldn't win the Ulster Club title, and I suppose it's a sign of how far things have progressed for Slaughtneil that they're now seen as the dominant force in Ulster Club hurling.
Yeah, they are, and quite rightly so, because we've now won 4 out of the last 5 Ulster Championships. We lost the one before that by a point after extra time to Cushendall. Look, Slaughtneil are the leading club and leading hurling team in Ulster, and every year over the last couple of years when we enter the competition, we know we're the top team, and it's everybody's there trying to beat us, and we've been able to handle that well. And I suppose next year the same thing will apply. But we'll just do what we always do. We'll just focus on each game as it comes. We have 2 titles to retain if we want to go to the national level. Derry comes first, and it's never easy. We've always had very difficult games with especially with Kevin Lynch's in Derry, and very difficult games obviously to try and win an Ulster title. So we're delighted. We're the sort of 4 runners at the moment in Ulster, and we've won so many titles, but we appreciate every one of them, just as I appreciate every one of these awards. They're hard to win. It's nice to be at the top, but when you're riding the top of the wave, it's always very difficult.
And usually when we're talking here, it's usually January. You're usually preparing for an All-Ireland semi-final. That All-Ireland, that national breakthrough, is still proving elusive, but I suppose there's a belief there that at some point that big breakthrough can be reached.
Well, of course. I mean, if we didn't believe we could do it, then we may as well just put the sticks in the cupboard and forget about it. We've been there 3-4 occasions now. We haven't got over the line. That disappoints us. This year especially, we really believed that we were good enough to go and win it, and we didn't. So we've got to try and find somewhere where we can improve and get those few extra percentages. But the thing about it is, you can never guarantee that you'll win it, but you can guarantee you won't win it if you give up. And the one thing about this group of lads that I manage is they won't give up. I remember in 2015 when I managed them for the first year, and we lost the Ulster final by a point, and that was probably their 3rd go at Ulster, and it was heartbreaking for them. And I said to them at the time, I can only guarantee you one thing, and that is you'll never win it if you give up. And we went back the next year and we won Ulster, and that was a massive breakthrough. We had broke the glass ceiling to win Ulster, but now we look back on it, we've got 4 Ulster titles behind us, and now the big one's the All-Ireland title, and of course we want to win that, but we'll not lose sight of the fact we still have to win our county title before we ever go anywhere.